Hello, good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of The Story, the only news show in Mary which keeps you up to date with the latest current affairs going on around the college. Brought to you by myself, Stephen.
And myself, Claire. We have a very interesting show lined up for you today, including a look at MIDAS, Mary I students' 12 pub experience, and a very special look into what our Erasmus students really think about us. But first, Stephen is here to tell us about the newest course to enter Mary Immaculate College.
The BA in Contemporary and Applied Theatre Studies was launched in Mary Immaculate College in September 2015. The course is aimed at those who have a passion and desire for theatrical production and dramatic performance. Some of the modules of the course include the history of theatre and performance, contemporary Irish theatre, and ensemble performance. The course currently enrolls 40 students, a number which is predicted to double in the upcoming years. Course coordinator Michael Finneran, who we will get a chance to speak to later on in the show, explains that the course is distinctive in the sense that it deals with new emergent and non-traditional modes of theatre making and reception, and that there is no better location in the Southwest to study the art of theatre and drama.
So with that in mind, we sent our reporter Caroline out to meet with some of the MIDAS crew.
With MIDAS growing in numbers each year, I decided to go out and interview the chairperson, Brian McCarthy, and also the man behind the scenes, Michael Finneran, to see what their thoughts were.
Hi, my name is Mike Finneran. I'm head of the Department of Drama and Theatre Studies here in the college. I'm heavily involved with the Lime Tree Theatre and also heavily involved with MIDAS. I organise auditions, I organise rehearsals, I train directors, I train designers, I train actors, I train technicians, and I do whatever it takes to put the show on the road.
Hi, I'm Brian McCarthy and I'm a BEd student in Mary Immaculate College and I'm the chairperson of MIDAS.
So how long has MIDAS been running for?
MIDAS has been running for about 15 or 16 years. It was started in around the time of the turn of the millennium. In terms of societies in Mary I, it would be one of the top ones because of the popularity that it brings to the college and the fact that it's loved and adored by students and the amount of awards that MIDAS has won across the years.
How often does MIDAS stage their own shows?
Well, typically every year there's the big MIDAS production, which is the spring musical, and last year was Les Mis, and now this year it's Starlight Express. This year now, especially in this semester, we've taken a big leap forward. We have a chamber musical called Songs for a New World, and we have a MIDAS showcase, which is an a cappella group, an acoustic musical, and a dance troupe. So very often, yeah.
The advice I give MIDAS people is not to be precious. I don't like people who get involved in drama societies because I want to be an actor, darling, or the theatre is so beautiful and so wonderful and all the rest. MIDAS for me primarily is about hard work. You're willing to work hard. If you're willing to be part of a team, come and join MIDAS. If you want to be famous, stay away.
Let's just say Brad Pitt didn't start his career in MIDAS. That's all from me. Back to you in the studio.
I think I might fancy myself as a bit of an actor after that one.
Well, you can't even get your lines right now, so I don't agree with you on that, Stephen.
With Christmas just around the corner and the Mary I students frothing at the mouth, we decided to take a look at the upcoming annual Christmas festivities event that will take place around the streets of Limerick once again this year.
Mary I's very own Christmas Day will be happening this Thursday in the college. This is an annual event and it is always a favourite for both the students and the staff. Christmas Day will kick off with traditional Christmas dinner being offered in the canteen from 1 p.m, with many festive decorations put in place. Another event will be the turning on of the Christmas lights in the college and also the revealing of the annual Christmas tree. There is no doubt that the celebrations will also continue on into the evening for the students, with the 12 pubs of Mary I beginning in the local pub Fennessees and continuing on to the other pubs in Limerick City. So make sure you get down to college and don't forget to wear your favourite Christmas jumper for the festive occasion. That's all from me. Back to you, Stephen.
Can't wait to try the 12 pubs again this year. Hopefully I'll make it to the second pub, unlike last Christmas.
And on a more serious note, in light of the tragic events that occurred in Paris last week, second-year French students decided to contribute a bouquet of flowers which were touchingly in the colours of the French flag to the French department this week. This offering was made all the more memorable as the head of the French department himself, Louis Guillon, hailed from the Paris region. The French department shared their utmost thanking towards the group of 23 students who also read out a very moving speech outlining the solidarity that exists between France and Ireland during the offering. A book of condolences has been opened in the college alongside these flowers, and students can sign this book if they wish at reception. A minute's silence was also held in the foyer of the college last Monday to pay respects to the 130 people who lost their lives on that tragic and awful night in Paris, one which almost all staff and students were able to attend.
Now, as we all know, something that Mary I thrives on as a college is, of course, its international society, what these different cultures bring and how they mix with our own. But behind the big smiles and excessive amounts of jackets, what's going on in the minds of our Erasmus students? We sent Shalina out to see what she could find out.
Mary Immaculate has a strong, vibrant international community. The college hosts over 70 students from 50 different nationalities each year. We decided to interview some of them to see what their opinion of Ireland is.
To be honest, it was the only partner university in Ireland for my home university, and so I decided to go to Limerick.
I said that I want to study in a country where they speak English as a first language because I want to improve my English. And then she contacted, first I wanted to go to Scotland and England, but then we don't have a contact with those countries, so she suggested Ireland instead.
First I wanted to go to the US, but I didn't get accepted. I don't know why.
I think they are very nice, very kind, and if you have questions, they always help you.
They're funny, they're real grand. They're grand people.
Like, I've been to Tesco, I asked like a guy just for a stupid light bulb, and he helped me like for 10 minutes. I was like, you don't have to.
To Dublin, Belfast, went to Giant's Causeway, down to Carrantoo to climb the mountain.
I've been first to the Ring of Kerry, then I've been to the Cliffs of Moher, then I've been to Dublin and to the Aran Islands.
I went to some pubs with live music, and I really like those pubs because we don't really have pubs like that in Austria.
It's so much crazier than at home, the nightlife. I guess the amount of times that people go out a week is to me, excessive.
I've been once to a club with my roommate, she's Irish, so I went there. It was a great experience.
Only crack. And only yesterday I realized it's spelled differently than the other crack.
Understood the word shifting. Yeah, and I've never seen that before. It was really funny.
The term to ride, because at home you like someone drives you in a car and they say, oh, do you need a ride, or hey, can you give me a ride, and you go places, and I've learned not to say that.
One more time, so what?
I'm sorry?
I've never heard this word. I don't know what it is.
The what?
I have no idea who the Prime Minister of Ireland is.
The Irish people, they're very laid back. There's never any stress, like, we just love to crack. Beer and booze and crack, hurling. Is this actually recording?
Anyone from any other country always says they love the Irish.
Like, what you mean no tourist place? You travel the country doing hurling though, like, so.
Where have I been? Cliffs of Moher, the Burn, Aran Islands.
The nightlife in Limerick is unreal. Can't beat it.
It's the same shit every night basically, like, just kind of try to get the shift and go home, like.
If you're drunk, you'd be flaming. Or steamed.
Sorry, that's a lot of Limerick people say. Sorry.
Jesus, Taoiseach. I couldn't tell ya.
At least we are not the only ones that do not know who the Taoiseach is. Back to you in the studio.
I'm sure Enda Kenny wouldn't be proud of that one. And here's Stephen with this week's competition.
It's competition time. With Christmas just around the corner, we have a fantastic prize, €500 up for grabs. You could surely get all your presents bought and have money left over to treat yourself to something special. However, to get the chance to win, you must answer this question correctly. Which popular Christmas TV show is being shown on RT this Friday? Is it A, The Late Late Boys Show, B, The Late Late Toy Show, or C, The Late Late Joy Show? To enter, text your answer and name to 086 431 7658 or tweet us your answer at RT.
Well, that's all we have time for on this week's episode of The Story. Remember to tune in next week to find out the winner of our Christmas competition and to find out what is happening around Mary I.
But from all of us here in the studio, thank you for watching, and until next time, have a very good evening.